Here's Montgomery. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. On our left side by Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run forward to Cohen. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Vikings' 3-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Here's Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Throwing is Cousins. It's Tajay Sherman. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and he'll be out right at the 35. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him. But instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Field. And he's going to have it on 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
7-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Khalil Mack.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On second down now, it's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. It's taken to the 46. Takes it inside the 40. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Thielen, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller. An
incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by Khalil Mack. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. This is up and good from Pinheiro. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Cohen. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Well, they got the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Third down, they go Montgomery. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a toss to the left with Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 12. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller.
Trubisky.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And it's third.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And Dooley to return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Again, it's Cook. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now Cook. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now.
Taken down.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he finds Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, Cook. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Now Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They run it again with Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Bailey's kick is good. And it moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Trubisky to throw. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go play action with Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Chicago.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Trubisky. It's brought in right side by Gang. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the Bears' first down.
Push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Cohen. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And no return on this one as a fair catch. A signal for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right and got his man complete. The 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Vikings 24, Bears 17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's Tariq Cohen. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. One last shot for Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Bears going into the final play of this game. They knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, if you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans.